Hello everyone, today in this video we'll fight against the utmost character of our world around us, and today we will come back to the book review. And I just finished reading a book entitled The Mongol Warrior, 1200 AD to 1350 AD. So this period that is covered in this brochure, little book, beautiful, published by of course Osprey, originally in 2003. The period that is covered in this book corresponds to the times when the greatest Mongol conquest occurred and when the Mongol armies were fighting on the territory from that was extended from Legnica and Adriatic Sea down to Burma and Java, and of course Japanese islands. So all of these campaigns are mentioned, but as the requirements of the series entitled Warrior by the publisher Osprey requires, the main focus of this booklet, written by Stephen Turnbull and beautifully illustrated by Mr. Wayne Reynolds, this volume focuses on the life and weapons of the Mongol warrior, and author who wrote it, Mr. Stephen Turnbull, is now 70 plus years old, and in his career he produced many good books also within the Osprey series. His books mainly focus on the Japanese military history, especially classical samurai era, 15th century onwards up to 19th century, with main focus on the 17th century. Beautiful books, great books, I really recommend. But his Mongol Warrior, originally published in 2003, as I mentioned, and beautifully illustrated by Mr. Wayne Reynolds, is also keeping the high level of the books by Stephen Turnbull. He of course not only writes about Far Eastern nations. One of his publications within Osprey series was also dedicated to the Battle of Grunwald, known in the Western literature as Battle of Tannenberg, 1410 AD, when the Teutonic Knights Order was defeated by the armies of Polish Kingdom and Lithuania, and also there were some minor Tatar reinforcements on the Polish and Lithuanian side, and this battle was also described by Mr. Turnbull. But this book about Mongol warrior is done very nicely. Short text contains a lot of information about the life, diet of a Mongol warrior. Each sentence has a value. There are many quotes from the historical sources like Ar-Rashid and Jan Carpini, Italian missionary to China, Mr. William Rubruk, of course, and Marco Polo. So despite the fact that the text is relatively short for such vast topic, it's really nicely written and very informative. And Mongol warriors are presented in a very simple but professional way, and many myths are debunked. And I really like the fact that Mr. Turnbull knows the reality of the steppe, seemingly from his own experience, because he is not repeating any legends and notions that do not have any cover with reality, any equivalent with reality, I should say. And I really like his focus on the Mongol warfare and their incredible ability of adaptation to the different climates in which they were fighting, from the forests, tropical forests of Burma and Java, up to frozen steppes of Mongolia and Central Asia, down to the moderate climate forests and meadows like the ones in Poland or Hungarian steppes. Very, very nice short book, not only for the beginners in the topic, but also in the people interested in the military features of the one of the largest empires ever created, and one of the empires that were properly managed. That's why it lasted for some time, and even when it defragmented after the death of Batu Khan, and Ugedei, it of course defragmented into smaller empires that were still relatively large and lasted for several generations. All the best. Have a nice day. Bye.